what this isn't a game you put on YouTube. What are you doing, Jet? What am I doing? I'm talking about this. Yo, what's up, name's Jet Leon 1, and well, today I feel like talking about casual games because they strike me as moderately important. I mean, look at the success of Facebook. All you gotta do is hear the words Farmville, and even if you shudder because, well, let's just face it, most gamers are just like, that game is horrible, you're still going to accept that it is really successful, isn't it? And this here is Lord of Ultima, and this is a free-to-play empire builder from EA, and this qualifies as a casual game too. Hell, the entire empire builder thing does, because, well, you can't just sit there and have nice long hours of gaming sessions worth of playing Lord of Ultima. You don't trade stories of how your guys raided the dungeon while you weren't looking, because that's just how it goes. This would be considered casual because you can't actually play it for long times. You have to spend short amounts of time. And for me, that's what I view a casual game is that it's just you can't spend long amounts of time on it. However, as like stuff like Farmville and hell, Zynga period, that entire company has proven that these are a very big market, and there's lots of people who would love to get in on this, love to do things for this. And you can tell that it's going to wind up being big, so we might as well get used to it. But I like what EA is doing here, because usually, like, let me tell you a little story though. Before I played this one, on Facebook I played a game called Kingdoms of Camelot, and for a long time that was like the only reason I was on there. The only reason I made a Facebook thing period was for trying out the game to see what the big deal was, and I didn't see what the big deal was, but it does make sense to me that some people could be into this, just not me. However, after that, like, I've seen a bunch of games like this, but I played this one because it was on Origin's little pop-up thing, and I was like, sure, why not? And then I tried it, and it's actually a lot better than the other ones because of stuff that EA has done to bring it away from being a casual game. And that is what I would like to talk about, is how casual games can be even more successful if they kind of just drop their little, we're casual, you know, like they act like they're casual. If they stopped acting like it, it would be better. For example, big proof here, this one has, like most kingdom builders, or yeah, empire builders, whatever you want to call them, they act on like really simple principles, but this one is actually has depth to it. For example, let's see, each day you log in, you get a special item, and you can use those items with mana points, so you can gain things. For example, I can gain 10,000 units of wood right now, and I hope I have enough room in the warehouses for that. Yeah, I have enough room, it wasn't wasted. Speed artifacts, advanced artifacts, other artifacts. They did really good with the artifact system, that's really nice. And you can't just sit there and buy a bunch of stuff and then spam it. It even balances itself out, which is pretty good compared to other games where you can just buy infinite amounts of like hourglasses or whatever and just almost instantaneously do everything in the game, and then you're now really overpowered. But another thing that's really cool is the minister system. I almost screwed up their names there, but they have 4 ministers. They have a building minister, they have a defense minister, they have a war minister, and they have a trade minister, and each of those allow a bunch of advanced strategic options. For example, building minister, once you reach a certain rank, you can make him automatically upgrade everything. So even if you stop playing, he will upgrade whatever you say. So see, once I reach this rank, if I had the building minister, because I only got him because of the 4th day login, which is another thing that's cool. They pull a thing where the first 4 days you log in, you get increasing amounts of prizes. On the 4th day, you get a building minister, and then every day after that, you just get a random item. But so they help you out really good. They give you a bunch of stuff. But building minister, he can sit there and he will extend your building queue, so you can have 16 instead of just 6 buildings going at once. He will pay the resources. Even if you don't have the resources, he'll pay them for you. And then even if you can queue it if you don't have the resources, as soon as all the resources get in, he'll pay it. And then he will sit there and keep paying it, even if you don't have the stuff, or if you've gone past it by paying out one of the orders. And that adds some really nice tactical depth, because you can sit there and plant things, and you can leave him running when you don't play, and that allows the more hardcore people to be happy, because even when they're not playing, they don't have to worry that stuff's getting done. They can actually just keep stuff going. So it keeps to the actual casual aspect of things, but also bumps it up into more hardcore because you can keep things planned and you have your plan going at all times. And then they have a defense minister. So apparently he helps everybody out. So he'll warn your entire alliance if you get attacked. Increases your recruitment queue. Okay, here we go. And he'll pay for resources. So he's basically the building minister, but for defense units. And then war minister allows you to do more raids. And the trade minister allows you to do more trading. So they put in like a full game here. The trading is like a full advanced system and everything. And that, in my opinion, is very, very cool. But they also have just simple strategic depth things too. For example, you can build any of these resource gatherers, the iron mine, stone quarry, woodcutter, the farm. You can put them anywhere, but if you put them next to certain things, they start doing a lot better. For example, if you put you put a woodcutter by a forest, he gains a bonus. But they also allow you to have upgrade units and stuff too that you can put by other things, and it'll upgrade them. For example, the cottage here. The cottage, when put next to anything, will increase its productivity pretty much. Or almost anything. But it also increases your construction speed, period. Which makes them really nice to have. And that's really cool that they have that tactical depth, because it's more than the usual, more than the usual building game. Instead of you sitting there and just waiting and saying, oh, I need to remember to do this later. You can queue things up when you're gone. You can sit there and you can run all your upgrades while you're not there, and then you have to strategically plan. Like, I have so much iron that it's annoying, because then whenever I could build a farm right here, but the iron right there makes me want to build an iron mine. So you have to pick and choose your little battles. And speaking of battles, then there's the whole region map. They have dungeons and everything, and that's really cool that you can send your guys into dive dungeons instead. Like, I remember Kingdoms of Camelot, it just had like, oh, there's an enemy base here, you can attack it. But this actually has like full dungeons. They can find treasures and rooms, and then like everybody can attack it. And it has progress. See, 4% people are 4% towards beating it. So there's loads of treasure in there that anybody can go find. But I'm not gonna send my guys in there because that's a level 3 dungeon, and I only have 10 berserkers. I'm currently building more. And they also have like nice aesthetic touches, and put this over the like just cheap free Facebook games. Each wall upgrade will change what your thing looks like, and if you add a castle, it will make you look really scary. Oh, that's a lawless city. I've never seen those, and that's also something they did really good. Like, they've made this more an RTS than a casual game, but it still qualifies as a casual game, and that's awesome. So props. Ooh, hello. Full world. Nice. Can we go cross-continent attacking? If they put in cross-continent attacking, that would be insanely amazing. You know it. But props to EA on this. They're pushing forward the idea of the casual game. They're making it more for the hardcore player. The fact that I'm sitting here making a commentary over it means that they've done a pretty good job of making things go up towards where you want to play this more often. Considering sending my units, but I don't know about this. Still, casual games as they are, they're pretty well. They're making lots of money, but I wouldn't say that they're fun. However, this marks a push towards making things fun, and even though I normally hate EA with a passion, I do have to give them props for this, because they have this. They have Command and Conquer Tiberium Wars. They're making loads and more of them. Loads of more free-to-play games and stuff. They have a Facebook game with Dragon Age, and so they're helping bring casual games out of the what I like to call Farmville era and into more like mainstream, where gamers, like gamers, hardcore gamers, whatever, like me and probably like you, could play it. So that's just my 2 cents, disjointed little ranting. So this has been Jet01, and I think I'm gonna raid a dungeon.